His mind is not really so much about us, but we are His servants, we are His instruments. Ngayon actually, nakakuha na akong feedback na malalaki the numbers are coming back sa CLS natin, sa youth camp natin. And I want to see how that happens this year. I want to see whether the Lord will actually vindicate this kind of thinking. That bumaba yung humina, precisely because we were veering away. We were no longer faithful. But if we are back, if we are restored, why will the Lord withhold what is His word? No? Kaya lang naman namimilot yung because of our own sin. And because we're going in a direction na hindi na yun yung kanyang direction. Pero pag nabalik na tayo, there is no reason. So I want to see if that really will be validated and expect that real empowerment that comes through our work. We start now as a remnant, but again, the remnant can grow quickly and rapidly and massively because that is God's word. 4 areas, I think. First of all, there will be a continuing move to CFC FFL in the areas where we already are. So, yung mga tinatanong mo kanina, how it is, okay, the answer is patuloy pa rin, no? People are moving. No? Secondly, there are those provinces and countries that we have not yet made our presence felt. Wala pang CFC FFL doon. So, this year, I hope that we will be in all the provinces in this country and that we will be in touch with all the countries that we were in and see how those things are. So, meron yung mga bagong provinces and countries that will be part of the community. Thirdly, ito nakikita ko malaki ito eh. The many who have dropped out, not just because of this crisis, but through the years because of the veering away. As I got around Manila, provinces abroad, the story is the same. Some people left because puro social na lang, puro fundraising na lang. We missed the original trust of the family, of our interrelationships, and we become too busy. And then, of course, that was intensified by the crisis. Many have fallen away. But at the same time, I see that many are themselves calling, saying, we heard what happened. Now, that's what we want. The restored CFC. That's what we missed. That's what we're looking for. Can we be a part of it again? Now, those who left because they were simply dismayed, that will take a little bit more of the grace of God. But marami pa rin kasi yan being in denial But once you accept, and then you see that here it is, the restoration work of God is actually happening, and this is what Focus for Christ really is all about. Hopefully, pwede magbalikan rin yan. And then of course, mainly, number 4, the new evangelization. And we hit the ground running. I know this year, I know that there are quite a few areas that have started their CLS. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Now I want to talk to you about our pastoral organizational structure, our leadership. And this is an area that has undergone a radical change. So, very radical change. First of all, because we experienced the failure of the past system. There are many ways na pwede mong ipaliwanag yun. Ganito nangyari, itong nangyari, dahil dito, dahil doon. And I guess it's a combination of many of these different aspects. But one thing we also saw was that it was a failure of the collective co-equal leadership. Some way, somehow, the very aspect that was to provide protection, na meron kang group of people, yung inyong mga area councils, yung mga national councils, co-equals, and together trying to discern the mind of God. That is what actually collapsed from the very top. And of course, that was reflected down the line as well. So, major result. Secondly, then we took a look. Okay, we're being church, more and more, we're church. We want to integrate so much into the church, what is the wisdom that God has given His church from the very start? And so we look at the model of the church, we look at the models of religious congregations, and even new ecclesial movements, lay associations like Popolare. So, tinignan natin lahat ito, pinag-aralan natin, and then what this all were basically showing us from the model of the church, the Pope, the bishops in their dioceses, the religious congregations, lay association, ito tinignan natin. I'll tell you a little later pag ano. But ito yung mga tinitignan natin. So one, the failure. Second, the models of church. Thirdly, we looked at the nature of the new ecclesial movements. Kasi hindi man pa natin sinasabi, Focus for Christ is one of the new ecclesial movements. In fact, the Vatican recognized, at least at that time, 123. So, yung yabang nga natin, na sinasabi natin, sa Asia, iisa lang, Focus for Christ lang. No? So, ganun kahalaga tayo. Totoo naman mahalaga, pero ang problema, pag medyo sa ulo natin pupunta, so that's part of the chastisement and the laying low that God needs to allow to happen in our lives. But we took a look at the nature of new ecclesial movements. And new ecclesial movements are always connected with a founder and a particular charism. Kaya in-raise up ng Lord yan, merong charisma, merong charism, merong particular calling that is given through the founder to that particular ecclesial movement. Through the years, I always wondered why bishops every now and then would call me the founder. Sabi ko, hindi ako founder kasi ang nag-umpisa ng Focus for Christ, ligaya ng Panginoon in 1981. Naswerte lang kami na nasama kami doon. And I can vividly remember quite a few times I said, no. But then they would say, no, ikaw founder. Recently, when I was in the Vatican talking with Cardinal Rilco of the Pontifical Council for the Laity, that is the dicastery that recognized Focus for Christ, he said, you're the founder. And ito, tinignan namin, no? I could not accept that in all of 25 years because that was farthest from my mind. But as we look at the models of the church, as we look at ecclesial movements, and then si Father Custillo, whom you might be familiar with, he used to be the provincial of the Salesians, no? He helped us. We had a number of meetings with him, and he guided us through the spirituality of ecclesial movements, of charisms, of founders. And basically he was saying, there are three aspects of being recognized as a founder. One is historical, you were there from the very start. Two is canonical, you are the one who basically helped or actually laid out the Constitution, the way of life, no? In our case, the statutes, no? But everything else that led to the statutes. And three, charismatic, which is the one to whom the charism is given. The one who is able to take that charism and formulate the vision and mission for the life of the community. Yun ang sinasabi niya. Hindi yung kung ano actually yung in our secular mind, ano kung sa ng ganito. And he was saying that was me. No? And my brothers and sisters were involved in this common discernment, find how difficult it is for me to finally take that on. Ako daw yung reluctant founder. And later on, I really need to think about it. I need to accept it kay yung so let me see how that can translate. And then now, I can see that clearly, first of all, 1993, when there was a split, or a separation, Focus for Christ separated from the community.